Hi everyone, it's Anya from Cooking with Plants, and today I'm going to take you for a tour of my fridge. So this has been a highly requested video of everyone wanting to see what I have in my fridge and what I eat each day, so let's get in there. So here you have it. So usually on my top shelf I like to have any leftovers or pre-cooked foods that I have, or even some chopped fresh vegetables. So today I've got some chopped fresh broccoli, so that is just ready to steam or put into a stir fry and really quick and easy to go, so I love having that on hand. I've got some cooked brown rice, I've got a bit of a cheesy sauce, I've got some homemade hummus, some steamed sweet potato and regular potato. This is actually a mixture of some potato and nutritional yeast that I use to fill some mushrooms. And then here I've got some corn kernels that I just took off a fresh cob of corn, and a little bean sausage thing that I made, and some red kidney bean dip. And I've also got some chickpeas that I've cooked up. And at the back I've got some pumpkin soup that's left over there, just divided into 3 sections, and just a boiled potato that's left over. Normally I have a lot more boiled potatoes than that in the fridge, but yeah, we eat them really quickly. So moving down to the second shelf of the fridge now, I've got a couple of bagels left. I don't really eat these, but my husband and son do like these every now and then. I've got some peanut butter there, and a couple of bunches of fresh kale. Then over here I've got all the things that are in a jar pretty much. So we had some pasta last night, and I just quickly threw on a ready-made pasta sauce onto that with some tomato, onion, roast garlic, and of course no oil in that one. And then we've also got some roasted red pickled peppers. Up the back here we've got some mini little baby gherkins. I love to put those in with my potato salads. And then I've got some baby capers, some stuffed green olives, just stuffed with some pimentos. At the back I've got some sambal oelek, which is just fresh red chilies that are chopped up, and some mango chutney. If I have my Indian curries, I like to have that on the side. Some tahini. And then up the back here I've got some miso paste. I normally like to get the organic one when possible, but I just didn't have time to go to the Asian grocery store this week, so that's the white miso I've got this week. And then I've also got some salsa here as well that I just like to mix with rice and beans, and it's just great for a dressing or just to put onto some pasta for a really quick meal. Moving down to the next section, I've got a couple of packets of baby spinach, so this is organic. And then I've got some sliced up cabbage that I've just got ready to go. Again, this is really quick and easy just to throw into a stir fry. Just like having that ready to go. Then some baby cos lettuce, and I love this because it's such a handy size. You can just fill it with different things instead of using bread. If you want a lighter lunch, then this is really great to wrap things up in. And you can also just chop it up for a salad, so that's really yummy. Then just a couple of larger lettuces as well. So again, a cos lettuce style. And I like to just chop that up. It just has nice crunch and texture, and is just full of nutrition for a salad. And over here I've got some lovely Australian red seedless grapes. So they're nice and juicy and delicious. And hiding back here, I've got some organic Granny Smith green apples as well. Then under here, I've just got my fruit tray. So I've got a rock melon in here, or a cantaloupe, and one lonely little kiwi fruit that's left, and a couple of oranges. And again, I've got some more apples. I've got green apples and the red ones at the front. So in addition to that fruit, I also like to keep bananas out on the bench, or if they start to go too ripe, I put them into my freezer. Then moving over to this section here, I've got some miscellaneous veggies in here. So I've got some pumpkin, I've got a couple of carrots in here, zucchinis in here as well, and some red peppers or capsicums, and just a couple of leeks as well. So that's good for a potato and leek soup, or even in a stir fry, it's really good. And then in addition to those things, I also keep tomatoes and avocados out on the bench, or if they do need to be refrigerated, if they're starting to get quite soft, then I will put them in here, but usually I keep them out on my bench. Then moving down to the bottom of my fridge, I've just got different types of tofu here. So I've got a medium firm, I've got this is a very firm style of tofu here as well that I like to use. And I've got some rye wraps here. So again, no oil in those. And I don't use them all the time. I prefer just to have a salad or my brown rice, or any rice really. I'll have brown or white, or some potatoes. So just those for when I want to change of pace. And then here I've got some fresh herbs. So today I've got some mint in here, and I love chopping this up and putting it into salads. And quite often I'll also get parsley and coriander or cilantro, but I don't have any of that today. And I've also got my mushrooms here. So this section is pretty much my meat replacement section. So I've got a variety of mushrooms. So I've got some larger ones, and I've already put these out in the sun actually for a couple of hours in the midday sun, and they absorb vitamin D, which then in turn goes into your body when you eat it. So if you're low on vitamin D, try to get some mushrooms out in the sun and then eat those up. So I've got a bag of those, and then just some sliced mushrooms that are just ready to go. Again, great for a stir fry, just to mix with the cabbage and maybe some of the spinach that I mentioned earlier, and even, mix it together with some rice and some of the broccoli, and it's a meal just ready to go. Then the other types of mushrooms that I really like are oyster mushrooms. They just add a really, really nice chewy flavour to things. So you can even do like a pulled pork substitute by using oyster mushrooms. So that's another great little handy hint. So if you want something with a little bit of bite, then oyster mushrooms are your friend. So moving to the side of my fridge, this is sort of the nuts and seeds section of my fridge, and I don't use it every day, but I do like my nuts and seeds. So I've got some natural cashews there, some roasted unsalted cashews. I've got some pumpkin seeds and some peanuts underneath as well. I've got some cashew pieces. And then in the bottom here I've got sunflower kernels. Absolutely love those. Some blanched almond meal, some flaked almonds, and some more whole blanched almonds at the bottom there. And then some pistachio nuts as well, some Brazil nuts. And then just in the bottom here I've got some ground up, just a variety. I think it was pistachios and cashew nuts and some cinnamon. And I like to sprinkle that sometimes over my oatmeal. So that's that section. And then moving to the final section of my fridge, my son usually likes Vegemite on toast, so that's a very Australian thing to have. And we've also got a little bit of mustard and cashew cream, I think, that I made up there. And just another grainy mustard in here. And a little tub of tomato sauce, some sort of gourmet one that someone gave me as a gift. And then a couple of jars of Dijon mustard. So that's just my absolute favourite mustard in the whole wide world. Love the flavour. And then here I've got some coconut sugar. And it's actually fresh coconut sugar, or you can actually grate this just as is. Use a little grater and just put it over your cereal. You hardly need anything, and it just tastes like caramel. Absolutely delicious. And then these are my son's as well, just some little chocolate chips that he likes to put on pancakes or over his ice cream. He's got some soy ice cream that he likes, so He has those. And then here we've got some more tahini. I love this for dressings, salad dressings, absolutely beautiful. And then some smooth peanut butter. And then here I've got a syrup, lemon myrtle syrup. So lemon myrtle, I believe, is actually an Australian product, or an Australian plant. So I don't think you'll find it anywhere else in the world, but it's quite sweet. And my husband and son like using this on their pancakes as well. And then my favourite is actually the spreadable fruit jams. So today I've actually got the strawberry one in here, but I do like the blueberry one as well. The whole range is really, really delicious, and it's only got fruit in there. So I like to put that through my oatmeal in the morning as well. It makes it nice and sweet, or just on some toast or bagels, wherever you want some sweetness. It's really delicious. Love it. And then in here I've got some leftover coconut water and my B12 spray. So the only thing that I supplement is B12, and I just use this spray every 2 or 3 days, and I keep it in the fridge so it stays fresh, and it also reminds me in the mornings when I open my fridge that I need to take this spray, so I just keep that there. And then some pineapple juice. So I'll have this occasionally, but again, this is something that my son likes to have. And so we've got Cocoa Quench coconut milk, which is actually mainly brown rice. I think it's got more brown rice than coconut milk in this. So again, my son likes to use this, and it's got no added oils, so it's better for him. And then we just use some organic bonsai as well. So this is organic soy milk, and it has no added oils in that either. And then moving down to the last section here, this is my little section of salty goodness, I guess. So I've got some natural Celtic sea salt. So this is organic, and it's got all the essential minerals in it. And I try not to use too much, but I find if I do use salt, that the Celtic sea salt is much stronger in flavour, so I don't need much of that at all in my cooking. And then I've got some tomato paste here, and also some tomato ketchup, and a red curry paste. So again, this particular one has no added oils. And then behind here I've got some organic coconut syrup. So this is quite sweet, and again, it's good for maybe over a fruit salad if you want it extra sweet, or some pancakes. And then some coconut amino seasoning, which is great if you are allergic to soy and you can't use soy sauce, then this is a great substitute for you to use. And then last of all, I've got some Bragg aminos. So this seasoning it's similar to soy sauce as well. So that's it. That's everything that's in my fridge. Well, for now anyway, until I go shopping again and buy some extra fruit and veg and whatever's in season. But everything else is pretty much all my staples and the standard sort of things that I always have in my fridge. And I look forward to seeing you for my next video. Bye!